of a rant today because something happened in this last week that really did my head in as I witnessed the most insane act of stupidity and ignorance from our leaders. Intrigued? Stick around. Hi, Fee here, the Healthy Vegan author. So on February the 6th every year, New Zealand celebrates our National Day, a day to commemorate the signing of a treaty between Māori and the British sovereign back in 1840. I'm not going to go into the rights and wrongs of the treaty. Suffice to say, New Zealand is still working through the injustices, but it is a day that is generally celebrated. Waitangi, the area where the treaty was signed, is a beautiful place in the Bay of Islands, in the northern part of New Zealand. There is a large population of Māori who live there, and over a couple of days, leaders from the main political parties are usually welcomed onto the marae. Now, this year, everything went according to plan, with one minor exception. But as far as I am aware, there were no disruptions this year, like the usual throwing of things at politicians like cow manure or dildos, which honestly did happen. But what did happen? A barbecue, cooked and served by our lovely Prime Minister Jacinda Adern, a couple of Labour MPs, Kelvin Davis and Andrew Little, and the youngest parliamentary, just a wee chit of a girl, Chloe Swarbrick, an MP for the Green Party. Now this was served as breakfast to everybody who was there. So just, normal people. No, wasn't served to dignitaries, although there were some there. So, it's just beautiful. It's a wonderful thing that our leaders would do this, be part of, the population. It's almost up there with the Pope washing the feet of prisoners one year. But hold on, let's just take a closer look at what exactly was served up. That's right, sausages, bacon, eggs, white bread buns. What? Sausages and bacon? Didn't the World Health Organization declare these to be a Class 1 carcinogen? Where is our health minister, and why are our leaders feeding carcinogenic food to our most vulnerable citizens? Māori and Pacific Islanders have the highest rates of cancers and heart disease in New Zealand. In fact, they are 5 times more likely to get these diseases than other New Zealanders. And bowel cancer continues to be the leading cause of mortality in New Zealand, with around 3,000 new cases diagnosed each year. 41% of those being Pacific people and 39% being Māori. So let me just put this into, better perspective. Our population is only just over 4.5 million people, with just under 15% being Māori. So what happened on that Waitangi Day morning is just appalling and shows utter ignorance from our leaders. Or maybe it's an excellent example of the dominance of our agricultural industry. Either way, documented and known carcinogenic foods should never be served to anyone, let alone the most susceptible members of our society. Will I also mention the cholesterol-laden eggs? And then we have the Green MP, happily dishing out these foods. I do stand corrected on this, but I believe Chloe was a vegetarian, and note the word was. Now, the Greens have always been the environmental party, and this is where I struggle. In my view, every member of the Green Party should be plant-based eating. It is a well-known and documented scientifically that animal agriculture is the main cause of the destruction of our planet. You can change every vehicle in this world to electric, and you won't get anywhere near close to the planet-saving effect that ceasing animal agriculture would have, not to mention the feeding of the hungry. Because this is not just the individual animal, but everything that goes into the rearing of that animal, from deforestation, soil erosion, water pollution, chemical spraying, as well as the effluent and gases released by the animal. And to watch this environmental minister of Parliament dishing out polluting, destructive and deadly animal foods was such a succinct example of how our leaders are controlled. Rant over. And now it's time for the wee bonus fact. On a lighter note, Māori have another thing that they do when they're not happy with the status quo. It's called whakapahane. This is the practice of baring the buttocks with the intent to offend. Yeah, mooning. It's been done over the years to many different politicians, usually regarding a sovereignty issue. But the classic that will go down in our history was done to the Prince and Princess of Wales in 1983. The country was both outraged and laughing at the same time. Guess it depended on what side of the fence you were on. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, smashing that notification bell. Go check out one of my other videos. Remember now, have great food, make it whole, plant-based and environmentally friendly, and be compassionate to all animals, including humans. Bye for now.